We honor the powers of the north, the east, the south, the west, that which is above, that which is below, that which is center, that which is within, that which is around. Happy International Women's Day. March 8th, every year, is International Women's Day, and it has been for decades. And every year, this is an opportunity to focus our awareness on the status of women, women's history, how things are now, and how much better things can be in the future. This is Selena Fox, and I am coming to you live from my home and studio in southwestern Wisconsin, USA. And if you are open to doing so, I invite you to put something in the comments about where you are and if you're doing something in particular for celebration of International Women's Day. I actually not only celebrate International Women's Day every year, but in the USA, the whole month of March is Women's History Month. And I've been doing a series of podcasts as part of my celebrations, as well as doing some of these live streams. And I'm doing some personal meditations and rituals, as well as joining with others in a variety of ways. So you can stay tuned to the Selena Fox Updates Facebook page. I'll be putting some links and other information at this location on my Instagram, Selena Fox, my Twitter, Selena_Fox. And if I get a chance to get through broadband, I will journey forth and get some more stuff up on YouTube. I live in a forest where we only have satellite internet, and sometimes that works well and sometimes not so well. Well, I can see from comments that are coming in that I must be getting good reception today. I am here at an altar where I have a variety of images. And here is an image that I have used in a number of ceremonies and meditations. It's an iconic representation of planet Earth. Where are you watching this live stream here on planet Earth? I invite you to share what location you're at. I'm in a bioregion known as the Driftless area because it was never glaciated throughout the Ice Age. I'm in the southwest corner of Wisconsin, and it is not too far from the capital of Wisconsin, Madison. And it's great to be here. The sun is shining and the snow is melting. Spring is on its way. And I also will be celebrating spring equinox with a brand new workshop on Sacred Sun. So if you want to join us Saturday, March 20th, go to the circlesanctuary.org website and you can get more details about how to sign up. If you're a Circle Sanctuary member, it's free. If you aren't, there's just a nominal charge of $10 per person for registering. And it'll be live streamed to a YouTube channel. So it's great connecting. I have a variety of images here from around the world. I have an image of Ixchel, a goddess connected with the moon and women, and she is rooted in ancient Mexico. And one of my spiritual sisters, and also a Circle Sanctuary minister, Laura Gonzalez, who is Mexican American, is having a podcast tonight. Lunatic Mondays is the name of her podcast, and she does a Spanish language version on some other Mondays. Well, tonight it'll be in English, and she and I will be celebrating International Women's Day. We will share some perspectives about our own experiences working for a world with more equality for women, gender equality for all, and we will also be able to celebrate the second anniversary of CSNP, which is Circle Sanctuary's Internet Radio Network. And literally, we go around the world with our various podcasts. I'm doing a podcast this coming Wednesday night, Nature Spirituality, and I'll also be continuing the celebration of International Women's Day and Women's History Month by sharing some of my true tales of being a priestess for 50 years. That's right, this spring I get to celebrate my 50th anniversary of doing public pagan rituals. I also have with me a variety of images. Given the fact that springtime here in the Northern Hemisphere is starting to appear, I will share you one of my green ones images, and this is in the form of a green goddess. And certainly the idea of vegetative spirits having the form of foliate faces, or sometimes the whole plant has a humanoid appearance. Sometimes they're green women, sometimes they're green men, and sometimes they're gender fluid or neutral green spirits. Well, let us celebrate the greening of the planet with the coming on of spring up here in the Northern Hemisphere. Deity in human religion has many forms through the centuries and around the world. And one of the ways I celebrate International Women's Day every year is to celebrate the emergence and the development of the multicultural, interreligious, multilingual, international goddess spirituality movement. And I have goddess images here from different cultures and different places. And I have them here as representation of the diversity that is part of the human experience. So Saraswati from the Hindu religion. And I have Mother Mary from actually a Christo-pagan tradition. Yes, the person who gave me this has added coloration for this Queen of Heaven. And for Laura and others who have Mexican heritage, we have Our Lady of Guadalupe, who is actually a combination of Mary, Saint Mary from Roman Catholicism, and Tenochtitlan, a goddess rooted in the indigenous traditions of Mexico. Indeed, the appearance of the Virgin of Guadalupe happened at the feast days of Tenochtitlan and at her sacred site in Mexico in December back in the 1500s. There are a variety of contemporary forms of the goddess, and for all of you coffee drinkers out there, I will give you Caffeina. Yes, a dashboard goddess I got many years ago. And the goddess is versatile. The goddess takes a lot of different forms, and sometimes symbolic, sometimes a form of the divine feminine rooted in the ancient past. certainly one of my favorite forms of the divine as goddess is liberty, and this is a form of Libertas, the goddess of freedom. And it is my hope on this International Women's Day that we recognize that the divine as feminine and women have been celebrated and honored since the most ancient of times. This is Willendorf from Paleolithic, some say, Austria, well, from the Stone Age, at least 35,000 years ago, according to some. And she was found in a limestone cave, and many people today have resurrected this form of the image of this form of womanhood, and some say goddesshood, and are using it today to connect us with ancestral ways and with the goddess in a variety of different forms. And so mothers and daughters, Demeter and Persephone, also connected with the emergence of springtime, not only in the ancient Greek religion, but in contemporary paganism, which continue to take some old myths and stories and imagery and weave together narratives to guide us in rebirthing ourselves. And with these various goddess forms from around the world, let us remember that there is diversity, there is resilience, and there is creativity. One of my favorite contemporary goddess images was done by a priestess friend of mine, an artist. She crossed over into the other world, but she lives on with us in her artworks, Abby Willowroot. I worked with her many years ago for the Goddess 2000 project of celebrating different goddess forms. And on this side, we have the eternal spiral of the wheel in motion. And on the other side, you will see her connected with a tree that is continuing to sprout forth and bring forth new life. So, goddess blessings, happy Women's Day, and wherever you may be, may we take some time today to appreciate women in our lives. They might be relatives, mothers, sisters, daughters, nieces, aunts, great-grandparents. I celebrate women who are part of our family and our friends, our neighbors, our teachers. Let us celebrate women in our lives in the present. Let us celebrate women from the past that have helped shape our world with creative works and inspiration. And let us support womanhood as we go into the future, that there be equality, democracy, liberty, and justice for all. Thank you all for joining in. And from second wave feminism and early days of women's spirituality in the late 20th century, sisterhood is powerful. Many blessings. Have a wonderful day, and I hope you spend part of today, in addition, thanks for watching me and joining in this celebration, reflecting on women in your life, as well as take a few moments out and connect with Mother Nature on this International Women's Day, and reflect on a world where there is sustainability, harmony, peace, love, joy, collaboration, truth, and equality. So be it.